Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Diaries Channel. The ARMY world is in an uproar again. While all eyes are on BTS's highly anticipated comeback, an unexpected moment has shaken the fanbase. Taekook reappears in the public spotlight, while Jikook seems increasingly unable to hide their relationship and closeness, which has long been a hot topic of debate among fans. That night, the internet suddenly exploded. A video uploaded by a fan on X, Twitter, showed Taehyung and Jungkook in the same place. Both looked relaxed, but their expressions were quite interesting to observe. In the video, Jungkook can be seen turning his head several times toward Taehyung, as if monitoring his movements, while V looked calm with a small smile on his face. At first glance, this seemed like a normal interaction between two old friends, but for ARMY, every little detail meant more than it seemed. It didn't take long for the video to go viral. Taekook is back became a trending topic worldwide. ARMY was divided into two camps. Those who felt Taekook was rekindling his former closeness, and those who dismissed it as a mere coincidence. But what made things even more interesting was Jimin's appearance shortly afterward. In a brief live broadcast on the Weverse platform, Jimin spoke in a soft yet meaningful tone, and some fans felt he was indirectly alluding to the current situation. "Sometimes people only see what they want to see," Jimin said with a faint smile. That simple statement was like a spark of gasoline on an already burning fire. ARMY immediately speculated, was Jimin referring to Taekook's video? Or was it his reaction to the persistent rumors that dragged Jikook and Taekook's names together? The dynamic between Jikook and Taekook has long been a subject of interest. Jungkook, Jimin, and Taehyung are not only bandmates, but also best friends who have grown up together since their trainee days. However, for some fans who have followed their journey over the years, Jimin and Jungkook's closeness has always felt different. There was something between them that was hard to explain, a gaze that was too soft, a smile that appeared at the same time, even a small habit shared between the two of them. A few days after Taekook's video went viral, Jikook was spotted together at a private event. Photos circulated showing Jungkook wearing a black hoodie, while Jimin sported a white bucket hat. The two were walking side by side, and although they appeared to be trying to keep their distance, the moment Jungkook turned to make sure Jimin was safe in the crowd didn't escape fans' eyes. "Jikook are inseparable," wrote one ARMY on X, accompanying the photo with a snapshot that quickly garnered thousands of retweets. Amidst all this chaos, the relationship between the BTS members seemed to be in the spotlight again, as if time had turned back to the days when the fan wars between Jikookers and Taekookers were heating up. But this time, the situation felt different. Both Jungkook and Taehyung had matured, and Jimin was calmer and more in control. They were no longer caught up in cheap speculation, even though the public continued to try to interpret their every move. But what made the situation even more heated was the fact that Jungkook had just released a vlog of his studio practice. And in one part of the video, a voice that sounded remarkably like Jimin's could be heard. Although his face wasn't visible, fans who were sensitive to their idols' voices were immediately convinced it was Jimin. "He's not even trying to hide it anymore," read one comment, which garnered thousands of likes on YouTube. It didn't stop there. A few days later, Taehyung posted a photo on Instagram with the caption, "It's all calm now." The caption was considered ambiguous, as some ARMY interpreted it as a clarification or a subtle response to the uproar between the two major shippers. But for many fans, this was a testament to their maturity. No more hidden games, no fake drama, just friendship and relationships growing naturally, whatever form they take. Nevertheless, tensions within the fandom were difficult to quell. The global fanbase was once again heating up, with thousands of threads, analyses, and theories emerging on international forums. Many began comparing how Jungkook now seemed more open about their relationship. Jimin has been spotted attending the same events as Jungkook several times, coincidentally or perhaps intentionally. Even in some fan-taken videos, they're seen making meaningful glances at each other, something they've long been known for praised by Jikook supporters.
야, 그래서 형이 왔잖아.
그러니까 맞네. Finally.
One observer in the international ARMY community wrote, "What sets Jikook apart from all other couples or relationships in BTS is their consistency and sincerity. No matter how often rumors come and go, they always find a way to rekindle their undeniable connection. But of course, there are also fans who think this is all an exaggeration. They argue that Jikook and Taekook are simply true friends. We often forget that they've known each other for over 10 years. A relationship that close is bound to have its own unique moments that can be misinterpreted, wrote one commenter on Reddit. There may be some truth to this. But on the other hand, it's hard to deny the fact that Jimin and Jungkook have very different body language when they're together. Jungkook, who is usually energetic and cheerful, can be gentle and caring when he's with Jimin. Conversely, Jimin seems more natural, even chuckling more often in a way that's only seen with Jungkook. Meanwhile, Taehyung himself seems increasingly busy with his solo projects. He recently attended a fashion event in Paris, and although he reconnected with Jungkook due to the viral video, V seemed to remain focused on his work. In a brief interview, Taehyung even mentioned how the relationship between the BTS members is now much calmer and more understanding than before. "We've been through a lot. Now, we appreciate the comfort and small moments together even more," he said with a warm smile. This statement seems to emphasize that there's no animosity, no distance, only the maturity that comes with time and experience. However, for ARMY, the mystery of Jikook and Taekook's dynamic is always fascinating to follow, because behind all the theories, analysis, and speculation, one thing is certain. BTS isn't just a music group, but also a story of friendship that turned into family. Now, amidst the world buzzing about Taekook's return amidst the chaos, ARMY has also realized one thing. Jikook is no longer trying to hide his true identity. Whether in a chuckle, a warm encounter, or a simple moment backstage, they seem comfortable being themselves. There's no longer any fear, no longer any attempt to hide something that's so clearly felt by the millions of eyes who love them. And perhaps this is a new era for BTS and their fans. An era where honesty is more important than image, where closeness is no longer defined by labels, and where love in any form is worth celebrating. And there you have it, ARMY, the story that once again shook the fandom world. Taekook, who suddenly appeared amidst the hustle and bustle, and Jikook, who is increasingly struggling to hide their meaningful connection. Is this a sign that things are starting to open up? Or is it the beginning of a new, more honest chapter for them? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, because as always, BTS's story never ceases to make our hearts flutter. See you in the next video, and don't forget that love always finds a way.